Hello everybody, Dylan here today, and we are going to be reading a quickie article. Today's quickie discussion will be on Jacob Sockness. This will be a part of the White Knight series, so hopefully you guys are ready for this. Jacob Sockness. Only if he has lost weight in that belly. I think he meant only if he had lost weight in that belly. I don't know why he put has. His profile banner is most unsettling to me, and that's Chris talking about Sockness. Jacob Sockness is a 36-year-old white knight and a fanatic of Chris from San Francisco, California, because of course only the worst garbage comes out of California. Besides showering praise that would make even Kingle blush, Sockness stands out from other white knights by expressing love and sexual attraction towards him. And yes, he does actually want to fuck Chris, and it's pretty creepy. Outside of displaying his unhealthy attraction towards Chris, he is known to be an obsessive cultist, posting various tweets and other messages regarding supernatural and even sharing Chris's belief in that Sockness is real. And yes, he is in this whole dimensional merge shit, so yet again, if you want to get caught up on the merge, watch my videos talking about the merge shit. It's stupid. Like Chris, he harbors delusions of godhood, even claiming himself to be the Hindu elephant god Ganesha, and calling Chris the Lord Vishnu. I got that one right. While many have pretended to belong to Chris's abortive personality cult, Jacob appears to be the first true and honest believer in the dimensional merge after Chris. Sockness occasionally comments on Chris's tweets to court him to support his delusions, and I'm actually on Twitter, and this fucking weirdo has tweeted at me before, and I ignore him every time. Never responded to a single one of his fucking tweets. However, most of his activities are based on his Twitter page, where he would make frequent and more graphic messages on his love for Chris, even inviting Chris to visit him, which is weird, and I hope Chris never takes him up on that offer. He is also known to spread his messages to other forums, most notably Reddit and Kiwi Farms. If you are a weirdo like this, you really shouldn't be going on Kiwi Farms, because they're going to fucking dox you. Occasionally, he would make videos dedicated to Chris on his YouTube account, which I'm not going to, and I think it's dead now. Jacob has already appropriated Sockness characters in his self-made pantheon of pagan. What the fuck is that? Extraterrestrial spirits in the mid of 2019. He gained Chris's favor as the two agreed to work together in working around Chris's June 2019 ban from eBay. So apparently he's going to help Chris sell shit on eBay because eBay keeps banning Chris because Chris doesn't actually deliver on his shit. I don't remember if I made a video on Chris's eBay, but if I did, you should check that out. I don't remember if I did. Jacob was discovered by pure chance by Kiwi Farms user Neutral. I guess that's their name, while observing the many users around Chris's Twitter post. After further digging, it was revealed that he also created a Kiwi Farms account under the name JacobJS. It was in his profile page where he accidentally doxed himself. Wow, what a fucking retard. By posting links to his Facebook page and his Tumblr blogs that reveal his personal information, like his polar opposite Michael Hertz. He is also a furry and lives in Section 8 housing with a tugboat. I am not even shocked that these mentally disabled people like Chris Chan. They probably see him as an idol. However, unlike Chris and Hertz, Jacob is a dedicated P-Mert supporter, which is Trump. Chris doesn't want to say Trump, so he actually says P-Mert. It's Trump in reverse because Chris is fucking retarded. And adheres to some far-right views. Unlike the idea guys who would fill Chris's mind with such themes just for their own amusement, Jacob seems to be genuine. Sockness also controls several different sock puppet accounts to White Knight himself and converse with who he claims are different people. So the guy with the name Sockness makes sock puppet accounts. What fucking coincidence that is. While it is true that some of Chris's most die-hard white knights are exposed as trolls, Jacob initially showed no hatred or amusement from Chris's activities. Rather, he displayed legitimate sense of love towards him. Evidence suggests that besides finding a kindred spirit in a supernatural believer, he is also sexually attracted to transgender people. Ironically, Despite Sockness' desire to father a child with Chris, he is unaware that Chris is already in a polyamorous marriage and ended his love quest. And I did a video on that one. That's in the Sweetheart Search video. I talk about how Chris is with Magi-chan and Mewtwo and some other fucking character he made up. Despite declaring his love to Chris, some evidence suggests that his feelings are not true and honest. In his Reddit account, Jacob had lurked around subreddits for incels, flirting with them. In his Twitter page, besides tweeting about arcane rituals and complaining about liberals like any neckbeard does on the internet, Jacob expresses his close love between a sugar daddy, suggests that he is in a gay relationship with an older and wealthier man. I actually have evidence to that one. I have a little bit of evidence that's not actually shown on here. So for those of you guys who are already creeped out, shield your eyes, because I'm going to show you the photo of him with an old guy. This is him with an old man. I don't know if this is photoshopped, but it looks genuine to me. And he says, "Sweet Jabali Tishra, King of Equestria, third eye power linked to Equestria." So he's mentioning a bunch of My Little Pony shit. But yeah, that's proof that he actually might be into that, unless he's really good at Photoshop. Jacob has been known to flip-flop his opinion on Chris, ranging from sexual love to outright cursing him. It is unclear whether or not he is doing this for attention, genuine attraction to Chris, or both. When Chris allowed Jacob to access his Twitter account on July 11, 2019, that's this year, he boasted about it on Reddit and even claimed that his Chris Kink account was an act. And here's the proof to that. He actually does say that he'll go back to his Chris Kink act right here. "I'll go back into my Chris Kink act. It is not two-way yet. What I need is an easy... What I need isn't easy for him to do, since he's been tasked with making CPU Blue Heart Holy Water." So yeah, he was saying that he'll go back to pretending to be that guy. So some of him might be exaggerated, but who knows? Who really knows? He's a fucking weirdo either way. And if you do choose to go on his Twitter account, I'm warning you now that he does have nudes of himself on his Twitter. So if you go on his Twitter account looking at his shit, chances are you are going to see his dick. So you might want to stay away from his Twitter and just get all your information from either this article, his Kiwi Farms page, or me, because you don't want to see that shit, trust me. Interactions with Chris. The sacred shoes have samples of cat and doggy DNA. Looking for the treasures of heaven, a single hair from Christine's head to put in an amulet of serious power to manifest one's dreams. This is a divine experience. That's a quote from Sockness. Sockness has spent hundreds of dollars buying items from Chris's eBays, notably buying his old shoes for worshiping purposes. And when I talked about some idiot buying Chris's shoes and then Chris wasting that money on Pokeballs, this is the guy who bought the shoes. Eventually, Jacob got too retarded for even Chris to handle. Chris blocked him on Twitter January 31st, 2019. By May 22nd, 2019, Jacob's YouTube channel had been terminated, and his Twitter account seemed to have disappeared. So if you're going to be following this man, you might want to archive his shit, because chances are it's going to repeatedly disappear. And we'll watch this video in a minute. I have other stuff I want to talk about. Still, this would not be the end of Sockness's involvement with Chris. He would create a new Twitter account named Chris Kink on the 11th of July 2019, while Chris was trying to raise funds to pay for a hotel room at the 2019 BronyCon, which is about to happen, by the way. Troll Sonichu Merch told Chris that Sockness might be interested in buying bathwater, as a reference to the gamer girl bathwater meme that's going around. Chris saw dollar signs and followed Sockness, so Chris is trying to use this man for money. The Sonichu merch guy told Chris I was interested in buying some bathwater. The guy doesn't know I have no money to buy it due to issues with Social Security in May. Even if I had the money, Chris has to follow some exact rules to creating what I need from him. That's terrifying. I need him to make and bless some holy water with his juices in it. That is Sockness apparently talking about the holy water he wants from Chris. After establishing direct communication with Chris on July 14th, which is still happening this year, this month, Sockness tweeted that he would open a vendor account on eBay for Chris, acting as a warehouse and a clearinghouse and a middleman. Chris responded with gratitude. The next day, Chris retweeted a GoFundMe campaign by Sockness to raise $300 nominally as a shipping fund. And that is all the stuff on this article about Sockness, but something that this article didn't mention, because it is volunteers on the Quickie, you can't expect them to have everything. I picked up their Slack and I'm going to show you some shit that they didn't mention. Sockness is obsessed with Chris, to the point where he's making a Chris Chan sex doll. This is it, by the way. It has several different masks it wears sometimes. It has a Chris Chan striped shirt, a Sonichu medallion, and a pair of pants. But it's not jeans, because he wants it to be soft enough to cuddle with. And he doesn't just have this doll, though. He's actually a Chris Chan cosplayer. This is him at a gay pride event dressed up as Chris Chan. This is him at the same event, posing next to a Give Love, Take Pride thing. You can actually see a little bit of how fucked up his teeth are. You can see that he's wearing the shoes he bought from Chris Chan, which fuels into my theory of, I think he wants to get shit from Chris Chan because he wants to be Chris Chan. He worshipped Chris Chan to the point to where he wants to become Chris. He has a similar hairdo to Chris, he has a similar shirt to Chris, and now he actually has Chris's shoes, which is just one step further in his transformation. I don't know what his medallion is made out of, though, but I don't think that was made by Chris. And this is him doing Chris's pose, imitating Chris, one for one. He is literally trying to look like Chris, and he's wearing Chris's shoes in that photo. And then this is him from the front, and looking at his medallion, that doesn't look like an official Chris Chan Sonichu medallion. So I don't think he actually has a real Sonichu medallion yet. And that was everything you need to know about Jacob Sockness. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Hopefully you guys will be enjoying all of the White Knights we will be covering this week. This is only one White Knight out of plenty that I want to talk about. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you really like this video, then share it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. If you actually have any connections to the Quickie or know anyone that writes on the Quickie, try getting them to update Sockness's profile to include the cosplaying as Chris Chan and the attending Pride event stuff, because that's actually really good and really funny. Also, you might want to update the pic of Sockness with the old guy in there, just as a little bit of proof to the claim they make in the article. But yeah, bye guys.
Well, here it goes. We're about to find out what is contained in this box. It is a shoe box. You can even see the line where the lid is. She just wrapped up the shoe box and sent it. The big reveal. Here it goes. You ready? 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 Here it goes. That is so weird. I don't know why they smell like bubble gum. There's no foot odor at all on these things.